Hey guys, hey everybody. How you guys doing? Okay, so I know you guys are used to me talking about health and herbs and all that stuff, but not today. Not today. Today, I am about to ruffle your feathers. I'm about to ruffle your feathers today, especially you so-called Jamaicans, okay? I'm about to ruffle the Jamaicans' feathers today because no found, me attack to yard, and no fa uno y'all are a bunch of smart, educated fools. That's what I like to call y'all, you know. And a lot of y'all Jamaicans, I found a raccoon, I like to call y'all raccoons, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Because a lot of Jamaicans, they love everybody else but themselves, okay? If you look remotely black, people don't love you. If you got to look like everybody else, you got to look Chinese, you got to look Indian, you got to look like everybody else to be loved by Jamaican people. That's just what it is. Listen, if y'all know me, you know that I was born and raised in Jamaica. Born and raised, okay? I didn't come here when I was 5, like a lot of people. I didn't come here when I was 2 or 12 or 10 years old. I came here to this country in America as an adult, okay? So I went through school in Jamaica from elementary all the way up to high school to trade school. Yeah. So I came to this country as an adult. So I think I'm qualified to speak on this topic today. Okay? But I'm telling y'all Jamaicans, I'm talking about y'all so-called Jamaicans. You love everybody but yourself. You got to get off that. You got to get off that, man. Seriously. We're going to get into this video today where we're going to talk about a trending topic right now where a certain woman was chosen to be the running mate for some clown who's running for president, right? And everybody's running around like chickens with their head chopped off, wondering is she black? What is her father? His father is black, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Well, her father is Jamaican, so he must be black. For crying out loud, just because somebody was born in Jamaica doesn't make them black. Like if my mother and my father had migrated to, say, China, and my mom gave birth to me in China, would that make me Chinese? No. That would make me this little old Negro girl just happened to be born in China. That's all it is. Okay. So everybody in Jamaica is not one of us. There are a lot of people in Jamaica that are from a different nation that happen to have migrated to Jamaica and build a life there. Okay. You have Chinese Jamaican, you have Indian Jamaican, you have white Jamaican that was born and raised in Jamaica. Yes, I went to school with these people. I went to school with Indian people in Jamaica from elementary all the way up to high school. I went to school with all these other people in Jamaica, and they're not one of us. They just had it happen that their family migrated there from a different nation, different country somewhere, and they came to Jamaica to look for a piece of the pie, right? And that's just what it is. Okay. So now, before I get into this video, let me say this, right? Now, I'm not going to get too deep into this part. Okay. But there was, if you are Jamaican, you should know this. If you are a so-called Jamaican, you should know this because listen, no found no educating yourself. Me I talk to no Jamaican, no educating yourself. You understand? Uno go read a book. You see, I'm gonna educate yourself. See, listen, I like to educate myself on some of the history. Now, I'm not gonna say I know it all, but I like to educate myself in some of the history of the place where I was born at the very least. I like to know what's going on and what happened and what took place. I like to educate myself. And a lot of you Jamaican people, you don't know nothing about what you look at island want to come from because you don't read book, right? You don't read, no study, you don't do nothing, you don't know what going out there. You understand? So I'm here to tell y'all who Kamala Harris's father was and who his family was. Okay. So back in the days, there was a large migration of Irish people that migrated to Jamaica, and they migrated there just like a lot of Caucasian folks, because that's what they are, Caucasian, right? Caucasians are like vultures, at the slightest opportunity, whenever they see a little opportunity, they just gobble it all up. They go and they grab. They're like hyenas. You guys know the animal hyenas, right? An hyena, they just come swoop right in whenever there's a little opportunity, and they just gobble everything up. That's what these people are. So back in the days during slavery, and even after slavery, there was a large migration of Irish people to the island of Jamaica, right? So to this day, there are Irish people in Jamaica. And I know this because some of them are married to my family. Sadly, okay, I hate to admit that, but I have family members who are married to Irish, okay, by marriage. I'm not claiming any of these people, but that's just by marriage. Now, I'm not related to any of these people, okay? But they're there to this day, okay? So I just want to throw that out there because that's very important to the story. Okay, there's a large migration of not just the Irish. I mean, there's English, there's everybody else out there. But I just want to throw it out there that there was a large migration of Irish people in Jamaica. All right, during and after slavery. Now let's get to the core of this story. Now I want you guys to take a little walk with me down memory lane here. All right. So once upon a time, there was an Irishman by the name of Joseph Alexander Harris. Right? Take a walk with me now, guys. Take a walk with me. Once upon a time, there was an Irishman by the name of Joseph Alexander Harris. Joseph Alexander Harris was married to an Irish woman by the name of Christiana Brown. Okay. Now, we're not going to get into Christiana Brown right now. We're going to get into her and her family later. But I want you guys to keep her name in the back of your head. Okay. Just store it away there for a minute. All right. Okay. So, Joseph Alexander Harris, his father's name was Constantine Harris. Okay, we don't really know much about his mom, but his father's name was Constantine Harris. So Joseph Alexander Harris was married to Christiana Brown, and those two people had a little Irish boy. Okay, they had a little Irish boy by the name of Oscar Harris. Okay, okay, Oscar Harris grew up. The little Irish boy, Oscar Harris, grew up and he married some mixed mulatto slave master baby, whatever the hell she was, by the name of Beryl something or other. Beryl Christie, I don't, whatever. She's not important. But little Irish Oscar grew up, married some woman named Beryl. I believe that's what her name was. And they had a little Irish boy by the name of Donald J. Harris. Okay, Donald J. Harris, the little Irish boy, grew up and married some Indian lady by the name of Shamala something or other. I don't know what her name is. She's not important. Okay. Um, they had two daughters by the name of one Maya Harris and the other one name is Kamala Harris. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy that little walk with me there for a second. Huh? Okay. So you want me to run it down again? Let me run it down again. So you had Joseph Alexander Harris, the Irishman who migrated from Ireland to Jamaica. His daddy name was Constantine Harris. Now, whether or not the daddy was born in Jamaica, I'm not sure. I don't think he was. But I don't think he migrated there either. He may have. I'm not sure either. But his daddy name was Constantine Harris. So you have Joseph Alexander Harris, right, who married Christiana Brown, which we're going to get to in a minute. Okay, so hold on to your hats. So those two had a son by the name of Oscar, little Irish boy. That little Irish boy grew up, married some whatever, Beryl, I believe her name was. And they had a little Irish son by the name of Donald J. Harris. Donald J. Harris married some Indian woman, and they had two daughters. One of them is Maya Harris, and the other one is Kamala Harris. So there you go. You see how easy that was? Now, this information is public knowledge. You can go right there in Jamaica and get this information in the public record office. But now, let me share my screen with you guys for a second. Okay? Let me share my screen with you for a second. Now, I mean, you guys know who that is, right? You've seen him before. That is Donald J. Harris. That's Kamala Harris's daddy, right? Look at him. Take a look at him. That's Kamala Harris's daddy, right? Okay, let's go back to my screen here. All right. Some of you guys may have seen this woman here. That is Kamala Harris's great grandmother. Okay, her name is Iris Finnegan. Iris Finnegan, Mrs. Finnegan, or Miss Iris, as we call her, Miss Iris, right? Miss Iris was a mixed woman in Jamaica. Her family, I believe, was mixture of Irish and Indian or something or other. But she was not a fully black woman. She was some mixture of something. Okay, so that's Kamala Harris, great grandmother, and this little child is Kamala Harris. Okay, so this is a picture of Kamala as a baby and her great grandmother. Okay, and this picture was taken in Jamaica. All right, so that is Iris Finnegan and little baby Kamala Harris there. Okay, that's Kamala Harris's father's grandmother. All right, so let's go back to my page here. I'm sorry. Let's go back to my screen. Okay, so now I hear a lot of you guys saying, "Well, her daddy looked black, and he's Jamaican, so he's one of us. She's one of us." Lord have mercy. Let me say this to you guys, right? First of all, Kamala Harris's father's grandmother, his mom and grandmother, they were mixed. Okay, they were mixed. His mom was mixed, his grandmother was mixed. I don't know, mixture of some mix up bloodline there. Okay, so if the man had a little bit of Negro blood in him, okay, because his mom, y'all know the Negro blood is stronger than everybody else's. Okay, the DNA stronger, right? So mommy and grandmother was mixed. So that's why you have that black feature in Kamala Harris's father. And if you live on a Caribbean island all your life, you're going to have some type of pigmentation in your skin because it's always 90 something degrees in Jamaica and all the other islands. It's always hot in the Caribbean. I grew up there. Okay. So when I go back home to Jamaica, as dark as I am, when I go home, I spend 2 weeks in Jamaica. I come back, I'm glistening. I'm so I'm so dark, I'm glistening. Okay. It's 2 weeks and I'm shining. That's just what it is. When you live on an island and you're in the sun, you're going to the beach, you're just going about your daily life, you're gonna get darker. And if you were born and raised there, that's even obviously you're gonna be dark. So if you're wondering why the man have a darker skin, obviously he was born and raised on an island, for God's sake. You have white people and Chinese people in Jamaica who is almost as dark as I am. How do I know that? Because I grew up with these people, okay? They're on an island, for God's sake. So anyway, so if you're wondering why the man is so dark, I mean, is dark, a darker complexion compared to white folks, he lives on an island all his life, okay? And his mom's side of the family have some Negro blood in it. So there you have it, okay? So now let's go back to the beginning for a second. Let's take a stroll back to the beginning. So you have Joseph Alexander Harris, right? Who was married to Christiana Brown, right? Christiana Brown was an Irish girl from Ireland. Her father name was Hamilton Brown. Hamilton Brown. That was Christiana Brown's father's name. Okay. So why is this important? Well, I'm about to take you on a little ride through the rabbit hole. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys again so I can show you guys exactly what it is that I'm talking about here. I'm going to show you guys this. This here is a map of Jamaica. All right. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Well, let me click here. Jamaica has 14 parishes, right? 14 parishes. Just like America has 50 states, Jamaica has 14 parishes. We don't call it states in Jamaica. We call it parishes. And Jamaica has 14 of them, okay? So right here, so I'm going to zoom in. Right here is the parish of St. Anne, okay? If you look right here to the left of my screen, you're going to see that it says St. Anne Parish, Jamaica, right? So this here is the entire parish of St. Anne, all right? This here, this is just one of the 14 parishes of Jamaica. Now, I'm going to zoom in right here. I'm going to click on it. And if you go to the left of the screen there, it's going to say Brownstown, Jamaica, right? Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Sister Monica, why are you showing us Jamaica and Brownstown and St. Anne's? Okay, so that's the parish of St. Anne, and that is the little town here called Brownstown, right? Right here, where you see that circle. You see that circle? There you go. Right here. That's Brownstown, right? Okay. Why is any of this important? Well, let's go back to my screen so I can explain to you guys why that's important. So, you just saw the map of Jamaica, and I just show you the parish of St. Anne. And in that parish, there is a town called Brownstown. Okay? Why is that important? Well, Kamala Harris's father, his great grandmother, whose name was Christiana Brown, remember her? Told you guys to keep that at the back of your head there for a minute, right? Okay. Christiana Brown was married to Joseph Alexander Harris, right? Christiana Brown is the great grandmother of Kamala Harris, okay? Her family was a wealthy family in Jamaica, and they came from Ireland, okay? Her family was wealthy. They owned sugarcane plantation in Jamaica, and they also owned a few hundred slaves in Jamaica, okay? Now, if you're Jamaican, you should already have this knowledge. You should already know this. See, because this is common knowledge. This is nothing deep. I'm not telling you guys anything deep here. This is common knowledge. This can be found on record in Jamaica. Okay. So Christiana Brown's family, when they migrated to Jamaica, they settled in the parish of St. Anne. And they were very wealthy, and they owned sugarcane plantations there, and they owned quite a few hundred slaves there. And so the town of Brownstown was named after the Browns family. That's where I'm getting at. Now, y'all get it, right? So Kamala Harris, her father, great grandmother, whose name was Christiana Brown, her entire family was very wealthy, and they owned the sugarcane plantation there, along with several hundred slaves. And that town, called Brownstown, was named after that entire family, okay? And like I said, if you call yourself Jamaican, you should already know this, because this is common knowledge, okay? You can walk right into the town hall and look this up. This is on. Listen, every country. Well, I'm assuming every country does. Most country, if not every, has a place where they keep where they keep their records, their death record, the death certificate, and people who are still alive, and all the history of whoever, all this stuff you can go find in most countries. They have it right here in America. Every state that you go to, you can go to every town, and they have a county record place where you can go and pull up records. Okay, so this is the same thing in Jamaica. You can go straight to Jamaica, go to the parish of St. Anne, and there is a little town hall somewhere there where you can pull up this record there. This is nothing new. This is not deep information here. Okay, so the town of Brownstown was named after Kamala Harris's family in Jamaica, who own plantations there and own a few hundred slaves there. If you ever wonder why Kamala Harris never speak about her that side of the family, that's why. If you happen to run into Miss Harris, right, I want you guys to ask her about Brownstown. Just ask her when was the last time she'd been to Brownstown. Let's see what she says. Ask her anything you need to ask her about Brownstown and see what she says. Because she never speak about that part of her family. She's never going to tell you. She's never going to tell you that. You see? And for those of you who want so bad this woman to be black and for her father to be black, that's the family tree. That's the family tree. Okay? Kamala Harris is not black. Her father is not black. Yeah, he looked black because his grandmama and mama was mixture of something. They have a little bit of black blood in them. Okay, so y'all know that the black blood is stronger than, that the DNA is stronger, and so a little mix. You got a little mixture of black in there. You're gonna get that strong black feature. That's just what it is. Okay, but if you want me to run it down again for you, I will do that again. Joseph Alexander Harris was an Irishman from Ireland. Okay, his daddy name was Constantine Harris. Joseph migrated to Jamaica and married an Irish woman. So those are two Irish people who came together and had a little Irish son by the name of Oscar. Okay? Oscar married some mixed woman by the name of Beryl, and they had a little Irish boy named Donald. Donald J. Harris married some Indian woman, and she gave birth to Kamala Harris. That's it. It's common knowledge. Look it up. Get on a plane. I don't know what's going on in Jamaica now. I heard they're testing you for the coronavirus. But if you get on a plane to Jamaica, just take a trip to St. Anne's Bay. It's public record. This is common knowledge. I'm not even giving you guys anything deep. Okay. Now I was born and raised there, so I got the hookups. Okay. But guys, I'm not giving you anything deep here. This is common knowledge. Listen, these people, we're not talking about something that happened tens of thousands of years ago. Let me listen. Look at this. Listen, Joseph Alexander Harris, right? Which is Kamala Harris's granddaddy, right? He was born in 1874. He died in Jamaica on August 11, 1939. 1939. So we're not talking about some 400 years ago. This is recent. The man, Joseph Alexander Harris, died August 11, 1939. Okay, so that wasn't too long ago. All right, and Oscar, his little Irish son, Oscar, right? Kamala's great granddaddy. Oscar uh was born. Let's see when Oscar was born. Oscar was born in 1914. So his dad, after Oscar was born, his dad died in 1939. So Oscar was born in 1914, right? Now Kamala's daddy, Donald J. Harris, he was born in 1938. Okay, 1938. So his parents There you go. Oscar Joseph Harris and Beryl Christie. That's his parents. Listen, this is common knowledge. This is common thing. I'm not making any of this up. Okay. Donald J. Harris, parents, name is father name is Oscar Joseph Harris, and his mom name was Beryl. Okay. Um, yeah. And Oscar father was Joseph Alexander Harris. The man migrated from Ireland. Okay. So for those of you who are still wondering who and what is Kamala Harris's father, Kamala Harris' father was a little Irish boy. His father was Oscar, the little Irish son of Joseph Alexander Harris, the Irishman from Ireland. Hello. You can go pull up the record in Jamaica. If you ever take a vacation to Jamaica, right? Take a trip to the parish of St. Anne. That's it. You might get lucky and they might give you the records there. Okay. Now I'm a Jamaican citizen still. I mean, well, according to the United States, I'm not anymore, but whatever. Um, they can still take it, whatever. Anyway, but y'all get the point. All right. I can walk into the public record office and get this information, and so can you. So this is not some deep knowledge, guys. This is common information. You can go look it up. If you go online, you could probably find this information online too. But I'm from Jamaica. This information is very common right there in Jamaica. If you live in Jamaica, you can get this information right there. This is nothing deep. Okay. So again, let me run it down for you. Joseph Alexander Harris. By the way, let me say this, right? If you were to walk into the record office in Jamaica and you look up Hamilton Brown, that's Joseph Alexander Harris's wife, Christiana Brown, right? If you were to walk into the town hall or whatever record office in Jamaica and you look up Hamilton Brown, you will see on the record that Mr. Brown was a sugar planter and a slave owner. That's what it says on the record. This is not hidden secret information. If you go and ask for this record, that's what you're going to see on the record. He was a sugar planter, a sugar cane plantation owner, and a slave master. That's what it says on the record. So this is nothing, some dark secret. Okay, so that's Hamilton Brown. That's Kamala Harris's family in Jamaica. Her Irish side of family in Jamaica who owned slaves and sugar cane plantation. And I just showed you on the map of Jamaica there, Brownstown was named after the Hamilton Brown family. Yes. Yes. Hamilton Brown was Kamala Harris's father's grandfather. Okay. So, yes, Kamala Harris' father and family in Jamaica owned slaves and sugarcane plantation. That's why you never hear her talk about this side of her family. You see. But there you have it. You see how simple that was? You see, I'm giving you guys facts. All this yippee yabbity yabbity boo 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 on social media, and nobody have any, concrete. There you have it. There you have it. And I'm giving you guys permission. You can go to Jamaica if you ever get a chance to travel, take a little trip, go on a little, go have some fun in Jamaica. Just take a trip to the parish of St. Anne and go. Hey, maybe you might want to go into Brownstown where that's shoot. Listen. There is a town in Jamaica that is still named after a slave owner, right? And that slave owner descendant is going to be in the White House maybe in a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? And now we're talking about she's our family. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Take a trip to Brownstown, man. You might learn something when you get there, is all I'm saying. All right. Ask Kamala Harris about Brownstown. See what she tells you. Okay? If you ever happen to run into her, ask her about Brownstown in the parish of St. Anne, Jamaica. Ask her about Brownstown. What does she know about Brownstown and the Brown family there? Because that's her great grandparents. That town was named after them. And this is public knowledge in Jamaica. You can walk right into the record office and get this information. This is nothing, no hidden dark, nothing. Okay? So there you have it. All righty. Is there anything else that I need to cover? I don't think so. Let me see. Maybe, you know, I might throw a little something out there. Oscar parents, you know what? We're not going to get into, you know, we're not going to get into that. Not his parents. I meant to say his wife parents, but that's not important. Anyway, that's what I wanted to, you know, get on here and just ease your mind and get all of the guessing and all that, you know, confusion. Remove that. That's your history right there. That's it. Love you guys. See you guys later. Bye.